When civilization capsule opened, I was dragged inside. A black frequency took hold of me, swallowed me whole. I saw Rinasita's beginnings and the memories of so many of its people. I saw him too. Caligula. His face was like mine. He was my past and the future I am meant to inherit.
Leviathan used the Dark Tide's frequency to force those memories into him.
Yes, I once said, but after I left that space, I suddenly felt the Tide Spawn's movements. They were converging on Thessalia Fells. I still wanted to do. But once again, I stepped blindly into the churning river of chaos. The Thessalia's oldest memories awoke ahead of time. Because of me, countless Tide Spawn emerged in my wake. I tried to drive them back, but I overestimated myself and was corrupted by them. My hopes and dreams. All of it was real, so why? From Septimont to Raguna, the blame lies with me.
Damn it. His mind is being consumed by Caligula's memory.
This is the role fate wrote for me. Fate decrees I become them. I am the one who glimpsed fate itself. But who can truly know the might of fate? That is why I will become it. I will wear its face. That foolish divine mask no mortal can comprehend. I am the king. But I shall be crowned in glory.
Gift trap.
Ophidius.
Unwritten one, I have no need for your pity. From the deepest dark, I rise against your purest light. Let us see which is worthy of a true ruler.
If you believe he was once an honorable gladiator, then fight him. Make him remember who he truly is.
I can write my own fate and rewrite theirs. I can quench their hunger or ignite their fury. I will tear down this wretched, false world and ride the only truth that endures for eternity. Death.
Flames and roar. Gotcha.
I once scorned the weakness of others. Now I see. My own heart trembles just the same. How pitiful.
The attacks are slowing.
His will is stirring within the dark side. Don't let up. Your memories, your emotions, they weren't all lies. Reach for them. Find what was your truth. Fight fire with fire.
Wind howls. Unfettered by bounds! The wind rises!
Behave now. I've come to send you to your grave.
A fresh face. Sidious. Remember who you are. Remember the man you wanted to become. I am human. Not one of these monsters. This will be my final glory. Phidias, remember who you are.
Remember the man you wanted to become.
Fate lies within the dark, but time wields the dark to come.
There must. Girl. Wait! If you keep going, the dark tide will swallow you completely!
I know. The dark tide devours everything. Assimilates. It's already flowing inside of me. So why can't I turn it against them? False frequencies need me to survive. Then I'll show it who's the real. Fate may be loud, but I don't think it's that.
A memory left behind in the dark tide. She's right. In this war against, I still have a move to make. I want it to be a story that gives people hope. By my spear, I vow to protect my allies and crush the hearts of the evil. I will absorb all of the tide spawn. Kill me and the calamity ends here.
Ovidius!
There's no time! Discord Slayer, I saw your past in the tide. I know what you seek to do. Take my power and finish it. That too is my wish.
I promise I will. Give me all your bitterness. We will make them pay.
Pathetic as he was, in his final moments, he outran his fate. Now, why greet our reunion with animosity? Before the tides of fate, we are all but players on a stage. A truly moving scene. A pitiful, doomed soul struggling to reclaim. Alas, his script was written long ago. In this scene, he was always fated to exit. A lie told often enough becomes the truth. Weave memory, history, experience, and you can craft a man who exists in the minds of others. But to become truly real, that path was still far off. I merely gave him form, a mask of, in the end, the breath that could give him life was his alone. Oh, a being born of lies, grasping for meaning in a world that offers none. Such a pursuit demands the courage to question the meaning of one's existence, yes. It demands pain. Did you not see? I did. His intentions, his ambitions, his darkness, his weakness. To let humanity is fate's plaything. I simply showed them the strings. I lit the fire, the hunger that might ignite their free will. Through contradictions and conflicts, pain brings metamorphosis. Tragedy breeds transcendence. Only then may a soul rise beyond itself and touch the gates of immortality. Should you still insist on my cruelty, well, high praise indeed. At the very least, it proves this story has stirred your pity and fervor. That alone earns you the right to read through to the final act. Go then, to Septimont. The curtain is drawing. There I shall rewrite Rinasita's fate. Will you suffer in silence beneath fate's poisoned arrows? Or rise to defy this world?
You brought ruin to Rinasita. You think you're just walking away?
Ah, my stage lies elsewhere. But since you're so eager, I'll leave you with one final clue. I've never had much fondness for overwrought dramatic irony. The dark tide has already tainted the civilization capsule. It no longer requires the Threnodians' authority to be opened. Just a single drop of the tide's nectar will suffice. So tell me, how could an existence born of the dark tide ever serve as its anchor of reality? Be forewarned. When dark waters recede, the truth beneath the surface shall come to light.
The harbinger of the dark tide is the anchor of reality of all tidespawn. That means it must be a real existing person. When I was absorbing the tidespawn, I felt it. Avidius was also born of the dark tide.
Then, why didn't the light of Imperator reveal his true form?
Because his intentions and words were real. He may not have shone as brightly as the sun, but in walking beneath its light, he still caught its glow. And that unshakable resolve not to become a pawn of the darkness, even unto death, that created his own truth. That's why he played right into the Quill-bearer's hands. A scapegoat, the perfect sacrifice to bury the truth. All his noble wishes were twisted. Such cruel irony can rot for all I care.
Avidius shouldn't have had to bear such a fate. I will carry on his fight. I'll keep writing the story he believed.
Yes. As he wished. We must stop the... Let's return to Cantarella and check on the wounded. If Avidius wasn't the harbinger, that means we missed something. Live to hunt. Behave now.
Hopefully this
The
helps.
tidespawn have fully retreated. The situation around Thessalio Fells is improving. Seems like the Order has already transported most of the wounded to Averado Vault. But as for the rest, the scars Leviathan left...
I'm so... Oh, it's you. Cantarella told me stories about you. She said you're just... But you can't save everyone.
Don't go. Don't.
Cardiff.
Mortals need salvation. Mortals need unity. Righteous One, open the Ascendant gates for me.
This world doesn't belong to you, Leviathan. Chimera! How are you feeling, Rover?
I said, stand down. Fall back.
But, Lady Cantarella, we all...
Enough. I told you to stand down. You've withstood the whispers before. Will you forget your loyalty to your comrades in the fake...
I'm sorry, Lady Cantarella and Rover, we...
Leviathan is a master at finding the cracks in one's spirit to tear it asunder. Go do what you must.
Certain emotions between you and the others resonated. Your tacit mark opened a portal, pulling you into another illusion. That portal fed on your presence to spread malice and fear. But before it could fully take shape, I broke into your illusion and shut it down.
I saw Fenrico, Mia, and Cardithea. They all...
That's the realm Leviathan created. The journeying paradise. Avidius was Cristoforo's decoy. He planted that decoy in Septimont for years. When the waters recede... Rover, you are the new harbinger of the Dark Tide.
Cantarella went inside to prepare that antidote. She should be finished now.
This is the family antidote, made to suppress Leviathan's spiritual corruption. Take it now. As long as we can identify the problem, there's a way to fight back. You carry the Sentinel's power within you. That's keeping the corruption at bay for now. I've learned about Leviathan's current state from Galbrenna. The Thessalians have resisted the Threnodian for a century. Its whispers aren't undefeatable.
Leviathan needs a harbinger with enough influence to spread its gospel. You're the laureate of Raguna and the hero of heroes in Septimont. That's more than enough to be its first choice. Your path overlaps with Ovidius. The Tidespawn are shaped by the Harbinger's thoughts and memories. Neither the Thundering Mephis nor the Phalian Beringal are native to Rinasita.
You once said the Harbinger had to be corrupted by the Dark Tide. But I still don't...
I suspect the one corrupted might not be you.
The Dark Tide, huh? I ate some back at the hunting grounds. It tasted kind of funky. It made me super sleepy. Ever since then...
Abby does carry the Dark Tide's
Abby must have absorbed many other frequencies. So while the Dark Tide's frequency lay in wait, it was masked by the others. It makes sense. You two share life and energy. As the primary in this bond, your frequency has been overriding Abby's. Leviathan planned for this.
Rover? Did I do something wrong?
We made a call when it mattered. I asked you to absorb the Dark Tide. We couldn't have known what it would become.
I see. Well, I can go hungry, if I have to. But you better not get hurt.
The real threat is Leviathan. If we want to end this for good, we kill it and
From what I know, Leviathan manifests its kingdom by flooding Rinasita with the Dark Tide. That's how it turns the real world into the... But we've already secured Raguna and Septimont. The Fabricatorium and the...
Everything you've done has slowed down or maybe even sealed off some of its pathways. This so-called divinity is more devious than humanity realizes. The paradise, Matriarch of Physalia. You have guarded this truth for over a century. Now,
I couldn't see the truth until the Threnodians' whispers finally quieted. Only then did those ancient records, once twisted. Leviathan was born from the shadows in our hearts, from our longing to connect and belong. It took the shape of a sea creature. It used faith to spread a spiritual plague. All the while, it has been feeding on our pains. Fear. Our ancestors believed Leviathan survived by absorbing these emotions. Little by little, it burrowed into Rinasita's collective unconscious. They said the Dark Tide is that subconscious made real. An ocean of shared trauma. That's why...
I heard them. All those voices in the Dark Tide. And before I touched the gate...
The stronger the conflict, the deeper the emotion. That's why the playwright kept forcing Rinasita into conflict. Every tragedy. The end times are drawing near. The Ragunesi cling to hopes of a blissful afterlife. Septimontians have long believed in another world that begins after death. Leviathan may have drawn from these subconscious beliefs, aligning with those desires to fabricate a false future and after...
If that's true, once the people's belief in the end times reaches its zenith, their consciousness will align entirely with Leviathan's vision, like Gilberto, and the others who were fully corrupted.
Its power of assimilation will grow stronger, until the line between imagination and reality vanishes. The journeying paradise will descend upon the world just as... When it does, every soul in Rinasita will be unified under its control. No thoughts, no will, just blind devotion. You saw it in the illusion. It cast aside the Sentinel's form and took on Cartetias. That means the first step in her plan is complete. Leviathan is still watching the real world. Because of the mark of the Dark Tide, it can read your thoughts. So for now, we can't share the full plan with you. But you must have sensed it by now. Your connection with Rinasita runs deeper than I. You're not just the harbinger of despair. You've become a vessel of Rinasita's hope. So go. Gather every last flicker of it. This is a hunt, yes. But it's also more than that. To take Leviathan down, our belief has to be unshakable. If there's doubt in your heart, then stop. A new path won't reveal itself, unless you're ready to walk. For now, the Dark Tide in Raguna is under control. And I think I figured out what it plans to do. Before the bells of Paradise ring, I'll buy you time. When you're just like the playwright said, when the moment comes, everything, fiction and reality, past and future, will converge there.
Keep moving. Stay in line and follow instructions. No? Well, well. Is that you, Unwritten One? So you did decide to grace us after all. Thought maybe you'd forgotten about us. Did you come straight from Raguna?
I did. Has it begun here too?
An unannounced high tide. But that term doesn't... No signs, no patterns. The Dark Tide spawned. It doesn't make sense. The Earthrend Wedge is still holding back the Dark Tide at its depths. At any rate, Augusta's already led a team to the Sanguis Plateaus to investigate. As for me, I'm helping out here. Someone has to stop the panic from turning into a stampede.
It's not just Septimont. Raguna has been hit too.
I see. Raguna too. And Ovidius. He never bent a knee, never played by the rules. Why is it that fate always strikes hardest at those who dare to defy it? I'm just a helpful, ordinary person now, helping the temple with the evacuation. No more restraints from the Tetragon. No The last prophecy ended with, the Dark Tide will erupt and engulf all of Septimont. After that, nothing. And with this abnormal Dark Tide behavior, people are starting to fear the end is upon us. Nice thought. If only more people shared your hope. But in the face of something this vast and unknown, fear is only human. We can't blame them for trembling. Aquila, any word? The dark tide has been spotted at the Three Heroes' Crest. Bad. It's the highest point in the Sanguis Plateaus, well beyond the Blight Cloud's reach. The dark tide has never touched it before. They call it the Three Heroes' Crest for the three heroes of heroes who once stood there. Many believe their blessing has kept it one of the few sacred places the dark tide cannot reach. If even that place isn't safe, we need to see it with our own eyes. But Septimont still needs us too.
Worry not, Honored One. The Senate will oversee the evacuation. Please, go as we may lack your strength, but we will not stand idle.
We were born in Septimont. Resistance runs in our blood, and we were raised beneath the shining legacy of heroes. You think we're
counting on you, Honored One.
I hate to admit it, but the current Senate's grown a backbone. Cowards wouldn't last long working under Augusta. Come on, Rover. Let's...
Traces of the dark tide are everywhere.
The tide spawn always shows up where we least expect them, and never slow down. Our war, even though the common echoes here don't depend on the Genesis Nexus, they're still breaking. Don't wear that face. These are Septimont's war. There! The Three Heroes' Crest. Looks like they just finished a battle. Let's pick up the pace. You fought beside Augusta before, and you once led the battle to defeat the Sovereign. Your presence...
Look! It's Rover!
My fellow warrior, you came! Feels like just yesterday we were fighting side by side in the Colosseum. And now look at you! Hero of heroes and all. Didn't see that coming.
Rover, your arrival is appreciated.
Oh, let me introduce you. Augusta.
You know. We know each other. Recover.
Never mind that. Didn't I say before, never underestimate my charm?
It is strange. From the moment we met, it felt like we were cut from the same cloth. Like we'd known each other before. She might seem unmoored, but when the storm hits, she holds fast. Theoretically, the dark tide flows here from the Blight Cloud above the plateaus. High tide, but this time, nothing. No Blight Cloud anomaly. We always knew the Earthrend Wedge was a stopgap as we continued to search for a permanent solution. But we repelled the first wave and set up an anti-corrosion ward using anchor obelisks. Have you discovered anything?
What? But... I thought the Sovereign's death would sever the root cause of the Paradise's descent. But Leviathan's rebirth? This is a whole new thread of fate.
The Fraxidos. Always scheming and...
Your Excellency, another outbreak. Tides...
Leviathan won't spare us any time to breathe. It's been too long. Warriors! The battle horns sound!
Tide spawn dead ahead! Let's cut them down in one clean sweep! It's always a blast fighting beside you, my fellow warrior.
Another horde inbound. They're not letting me.
They're heading straight for the Anchor Obelisk.
We will stop them.
Is that all?
Nightmare! Break asunder!
In control. In one strike.
Diego.
None shall whisper.
Is it just me, or have they slowed down a little?
Your Excellency, they're targeting the remaining Anchor Obelisk now.
But the gladiators guarding them. They haven't recovered from the last wave.
Leave them to me. One with the sound.
We'll split up and reinforce the rest. Stay sharp.
Diego, be clear.
One with the sounds. Leave it to me. You will obey!
You won't heal.
One with the sounds. Shattered forwards. Keep it together. Down with the curtain.
How is the situation there?
Just clean them up.
We've cleared our Sector 2. Regrouping now.
More tide spawn at the southwest base point!
Oh, trying to wear us down one flank at a time, huh? They're closing in on the obelisks on our side.
Wait. Something's off. They're striking at weak spots in the formation. Since when did they fight with strategy?
Leviathan. It's directing them. It saw we were spread too thin, and scattered their assault on purpose.
The north flank! Hold the obelisks at all costs!
If I release this attack, the whole obelisk array may fall. It's testing me, seeing if I'll trade lives for victory.
So, this is where we're needed, right? Time to help reclaim those obelisks.